The home structure is in clean, straight lines, while for the interiors, the owners wanted their wedding gift to set the tone. A French dining suite in generous curves. Architect Buhle Mathole's design was accommodating.
A summer home for entertaining. Buhle, I've heard so much about this home.
Yes, the architecture here is quite understated, and what we did is that we separated the house into two wings. We've got the public wing and we've got the private wing, and then it all opens out facing north into this lovely courtyard where the family can live.
I was going to say, I can imagine that this amazing view and this natural light must have been such a huge factor.
Yes, we're not allowed to go double story in the estate, and what we did is we played around with the volumes, and then we developed these little pocket living areas. The client was quite specific about what they wanted in terms of the breakfast area, so we created a mini dining area where they can sit and enjoy their meals. It opens out to the east wing and the light that comes in the mornings, so they can enjoy their breakfast, and then when they're entertaining, they will then use the big formal dining area, which is separated by the fireplace into the TV room. So the places are quite small little enclaves, but they're actually within the big open area, which they can enjoy very much.
Many of the fittings are contemporary, but interior designer Bonnie Wickham took her cue from the classic dining table, subtly weaving a modern French Huguenot theme within Buchle's crisp, clean lines.
Some of the gems I've noticed is the beautiful art around the home.
Yes, we work very closely with Art Eye, who help us to select and source the exact piece of work for the correct position. And all of the art in this home is African art, or South African art, so that is something that's close to my heart too.
Bonnie encourages clients to work with and design around art. Another tip is to use natural wooden flooring to prevent monochrome design from being too cold.
Does the couple love black? I've seen it in almost every room.
There is a continuity of black and white throughout the home. I enjoy working with black and white. It gives a lovely edgy graphic feel to a home. It's also very easy to work with in terms of you can add in extra colors and extra elements. And I think in the master bedroom it really works well.
And so one of the amazing things in this room is the corner window and the clerestory windows, which let in a lot of light, and we catch both the north and the eastern sun, and the views are expansive. But you haven't seen this amazing space. Come, let me show you.
A stairway descends below the guest suite, and aside from offering a fine opportunity to display art, it leads to a surprisingly well-lit basement level. Buhle has given the owners 2 additional very personal spaces.
That's quite amazing. She has her own dance studio in her home.
Yes, Zama asked us to design a very special dance studio for her. She does her own Spanish dancing, and she wanted to be able to practice in the beauty of her home.
I'm quite impressed because she has all her diplomas on the wall, so she must be quite good.
The French Huguenot theme is picked up in her husband's wine cellar.
Oh, wow. This is something definitely very unique.
The client was very specific about this area and had some definite needs. He really wanted those curved arches, which we put in. He wanted it kept raw, natural and real, which I think we've achieved here, right down to the real wine barrels. The chandelier, the client travels a lot, and that was a find, so we integrated that in, and I think it's just perfect.
I can see how Zama's husband can spend a lot of time in here with the boys.
When building this house, a friendship grew between the owners and contractor Walter de Lima, who thrived on the task at hand.
Walt, I've had a look at the house and you've done a stellar job. What were some of the structural components?
It's a large home, over 700 square meters. The entire roof structure is reinforced concrete. One of the biggest challenges we had was the big basement with the light well. Lots of digging, hard rock, and once we got that, we established the different levels to the house. Split into a couple of levels, and the estate's got very strict rules, so we had to stay within those height parameters. So lots of concrete, lots of formwork, lots of hard work with lots of brickwork.
I know this estate quite well, so there must be a green element to this house.
2 primary elements that we've put in is the photovoltaic system, which is a battery-operated electricity system. We have a dedicated room for it, which has got a bank of batteries, and in the event of power failure, it automatically kicks in and runs certain systems within the house. So effectively, this house can be off the grid and run for about 24 hours off the grid. Secondly, you'll see no water outlet spouts anywhere. What we've done is we've built at the bottom end of the entertainment area a 50,000 litre water container. It's a reservoir underground which collects all the rainwater and any excess water that comes off the roofs or even in the garden. You'll see that we've got special tubing that runs through. We're very proud of that because it also collects all the groundwater from the basement.
I've seen the house, but I must say, Buhle, the outside entertainment area does it for me.
It is quite a beautiful entertainment area. The linear pool works with the private side of the house. It actually has a rim flow effect from the jacuzzi, which is quite nice because you have two water spaces but all interlinked. And along the light well from the basement, we've got the bomber area for your night entertaining. And alongside, we've got the man's cave, where it's here to entertains with his friends, and they have a ball. I think this is a perfect entertainer's home.
I completely agree.
Nguni cattle prints reflect in this filigree mirror, fusing African and French themes. Extra height is suggested with the chandelier, and wherever you look, architect and designer have created a chic, artful space where life is for the living.